Whoa. Hello. Hi, everybody. Okay, it seems as though everyone is present. We're all present and accounted for, okay? At least I hope so. Because I'm starting without you if you're not accounted for and present. Let's see. How does this balance out? That's not quite it. We're going for autumn, okay? It's just autumn colors. We're just having a nice, chill, relaxed fall. It just doesn't look... That orange just does not... Is that... Oh, it's a different orange. Okay. That's a better orange, I think. Should they both be orange? Yeah, I do think arguably that's better. Messing with colors. Anyway. Hi. It's Tuesday in it. I hope that everybody's having a good day so far. I am... tired at the moment. I got like a lot of stuff going on at the present time. I'm exercising a lot at the moment, so there's just like some recovery I'm gonna have to build in. Tomorrow is an active rest day for the most part. I'm gonna go on a little walk tomorrow, but it's, walking is not a huge deal. So what's up? Hello, there's Nuvenal. We got Katie. Hello, Mama Festoveles. Gayfesh, what's up? How's your stream going? Gayfesh, you had like the little gaming stream the other day. How did that go? Ursa says, wonderful day to be trans and virtual in it. What a great day to be trans and virtual. We are all virtual girls, boys, and thems. Yes. Yeah, high tired at the moment. I'm Mama Mephistopheles. Thanks, Mama. Gosh, you're just such a gem. Always such a gem. Always such a pleasure to have you here. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so I have a couple of news things teed up today. At the first hour, or I guess lately it's been closer to like the first 20 to 30 minutes. We kind of just chill and talk about whatever. It's a little free-flowing conversation. Yeah, I just cut my hair today, and I'm sorry for this weird little tuft back here, but there's not much I can do about it. Because I just have a weird calic, It's like the hair is cut way over here. Like you can see. It's not like a straight line, but it's straight-ish. Because I'm trying to get it to go like... Meow, meow, but I just have a weird calic there. So when it gets longer, I'll be able to like pin it back or like tie it or something to make it less crazy. And then eventually it'll be heavy enough that it won't do this. But for now, I just have to look like a huge, giant dork. Which is fine because that's what I am. The straightest thing about me is my hair, truly. It is pathetically straight. I've started oiling it for health reasons, and it's just so flat. Always so flat. I did a shoot for Groovy yesterday. Ooh, you did it! Looked bootylicious, got paid. Photographer says it's likely they'll want me back for more shoots or scenes. High five. Glad for you. I'm glad you got paid. How are my gays doing in the today? In the today, I think I'm doing all right. I feel like I'm doing okay. Sorry, Lux, you'll never look like a dork. A nerd if you try, but dork, biologically impossible. What is a dork? Like, what defines a dork? There's like... Nerd versus geek is a conversation that people have, but I don't know how dork factors in. These glasses are so dusty. They're just... blue light filtering glasses that I got for funsies. And I guess hypothetically because I work at a computer and I should protect my eyes a little bit. But yeah, you can see my ring light. There you go. I'm gonna probably try to get my eyes checked this winter when I have a little bit of extra money to afford it. And I am interested to know how my vision is doing because I feel like it's fine, but also I don't know that I would notice if the far away stuff started to get blurrier because it's like still readable, And it's not like I'm paying attention to how far away I can usually see stuff. Anyway, nerds can be cool. However, dorks are obnoxious. Bill Nye is a nerd. Ben Shapiro is a dork. And if anybody disagrees, you are a dork. Yeah, she really just said you will never be a real dork. I'm being gate kept from dorkdom, and it's offensive to me, okay? Eric says, according to a majority of my friends, I am king of all dorks. Despite that, I don't even know what makes a dork, in fact, a dork. It's just a vibe. It's like when the community decides that you're cool, but when the community decides that you're a dork, it's the opposite. It's like, you know, super wish I didn't need glasses. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm looking forward to the opportunity to be able to accessorize in that manner. Legally blind without them for real. Yeah, so that's different. If you're like, I'm legally blind and therefore I need glasses, it's probably way more burdensome than someone for whom it's more or less optional. You know what I mean? Anyway, Jiminy Christmas. It has been a long year. And it's November. It is November. Like it's going to be Thanksgiving soon, which is crazy. I guess that's like, we can use that as a positive spin. Instead of being like, oh my god, where has the year gone? We can be like, hey, it's almost the holidays. What are you all doing for the holiday? Thanksgiving, Yule, Christmas. We have almost made it out of this year. Yeah, and when we exit 2023, we are going to enter an election year. So I guess let's enjoy whatever it is that's going on right now while we can. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, we're just trying to enjoy what we got while we can. I really do feel like the microphone is just like it's a lot less sensitive than usual. I don't know why. Everything connected okay? You okay, buddy? You okay? Hello. It's just not quite as loud as usual. And when I'm editing, I've been really having to boost my voice to get it like at the usual levels that it's at. But it's like it's showing that everything's at 100% in the mixer. So who knows? I'll deal with it later. It's obnoxious though. What's up, Miss Seaside Hill Granny? I was watching this video earlier about a, quote, loving mother being just flat out transphobic and saying that trans kids are hurt. Confirmed, they are hurt by people like her. Right. I don't like Thanksgiving personally. Looking forward to Christmas, though. I just enjoy Thanksgiving because it's going to give me an excuse to make, like, a really intensely delicious dinner. You know, like, once a year, you can do something like, oh, and like, so what I did last year was, it was me and my partner, and I made us each a Cornish hen. So we each got a little bird. And then I made, like, numerous sides that I maybe normally wouldn't. Like, maybe I did mashed potatoes, and that was something I normally would do, but I also did, like deviled eggs, which is pretty abnormal, and I also did, what did I do? I did green beans with bacon and white sugar at my partner's recommendation, and it was delicious. My family loves doing individual Cornish hens for everyone. Yeah. So this year, since there's 3 of us, I'm considering doing, like, one small bird, you know? Like, that sounds healthy. Well, listen, it's the one day that you get to do a lot of super unhealthy food. Most of the time, listen, most of the time, I am making stuff like chicken breast, Brussels sprouts, and maybe mashed potatoes. Like, most of the time, I'm making stuff that's pretty clean. We have red meat, but, you know, I make chicken breast constantly, and I use, like, I try to do, like, healthy, high-calorie foods, basically, because everyone in my house, you know, needs decent calories. I'm trying to restrict my sugar intake for the most part, but otherwise, like, I'm still, like, I go to the gym, I need a decent amount of calories in order to, like, fuel that. So, yeah, I feel like Thanksgiving is an okay, you get to have that one day. I've been too depressed to really cook lately. A lot of frozen stuff and hot dogs for me. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. You just gotta go for it. So this year, yeah, I think instead, I mean, I suppose it depends on the prices and stuff, but I Well, I mean, if you do a bigger bird, it takes way longer, right? That's the question is, because I'm gonna baste the bird throughout the process. Does that mean that I should do smaller birds so that I'm not having to be attending to it as much for as much of the day? You know, like these are the. I truly am. Whoever it was who said it, Andy's Mints, I think, said it, that I am goth sports dad. It's so true. Sports dad is the guy who's like, I gotta make sure this turkey turns out just perfect. Like, that's like sports dad. So we truly, right? So I'm, but anyway, I'm thinking about maybe getting like just a small turkey, um, to, for all three of us to share and like concentrate my energy on the one bird. And I'm gonna make my sweet potato pie probably the day before. At like just, have it ready and in the fridge so that I don't have to fucking bake on Thanksgiving. Maybe even a couple days before, depending on how I'm feeling that week. I'll make my sweet potato pie. Some kind of turkey bird. I haven't decided on all my sides yet. What are you all doing as far as sides? You should ask my dad if you have any cooking questions. He's a chef himself. I am really, really, really good at cooking. And, like, I'm not trying to, like suck my own dick or anything about it, but, like, I just very, very much I am good at that. Because I am an insane perfectionist. And so I take a long time to do things. Like, this is the one thing that maybe people don't realize about me is, like, I have a very difficult time accepting imperfection. And so I really just do everything to the max. So if you give me something like Thanksgiving, I'm going to be really upset if any element of it gets fucked up. So I'm going to try my best not to fuck any of it up, essentially. Why can I not pick up this thing that I just threw on the floor? Hold on. Let me find this thing. Okay. Got it. We do stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed taters, sweet taters, rolls, cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, and chocolate pie. Yeah, my partner is, he prefers the green beans with the bacon and the sugar over green bean casserole, although I really prefer green bean casserole. So maybe I'll do the green beans the way he likes it in Thanksgiving, and then when Yule comes around, I'll make the green bean casserole. I don't understand why anyone likes green beans. Listen, they're really yummy. They're very delicious. Put bacon in a green bean casserole? That sounds good. True. Yeah, mashed potatoes. I have no shame. I will do instant mashed potatoes even on Thanksgiving. Because, girl, listen, I only have time to do so many things in a day. Like, I buy canned green beans to make whatever green bean dish it is going to be. Like, the bacon, you can bake the bacon in the oven if you really want to. Or I guess really, the thing to do with if you're adding bacon to the green beans is just to cut up the bacon and then heat it up in the container and then add the green beans. Cranberry sauce. I haven't had cranberry sauce since I was a kid, and it was probably out of a can. Yeah, I'm doing sweet potato pie. Rolls are a good idea. Okay. I don't know. Okay, those are good ideas. Thank you. Mushrooms, crunchy onion bits, and bacon in the green bean casserole. Oh my god, that really does sound good. There's so much. It's such a... I really just... I love harvest festivals. That's my thing. So I didn't get to celebrate Mabon in September because I was fucking busy. So basically Thanksgiving is going to be my, like, harvest festival celebration for this year. What's up, Christy? I've grazed on some green beans last week as part of my meal preps. I am genuinely thinking about becoming a person who does meal preps. Partially because, you can ask one of those AI generators, like, I'm using a specific one that my friend recommended to me, because you can upload files for it to, like, read and compress the information for you, basically. But I was asking it what can you give me like a 7-day meal plan, including a couple meals that are made in the slow cooker? And it's just because I want to take the ideas part away from me, like the decision-making part. Like, come up with some ideas, and then I'll tweak it. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food preparation? Oh, gosh. I mean, yeah, so I guess... So I think a good Thanksgiving ham is pretty delicious if it's nice and moist. Good stuff. Green bean casserole is kind of up there in terms of ones that I really like, but it might just be because it's been a few years since I've had it. Moist, 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 moist. It's chili season. Ooh, I like chili. Also, it's delicious. We gave up on prepping whole ass turkeys and just go for pan con pollo with rice and pan bread with chicken. Pan con pollo with rice and potatoes and salad. I've never heard of that dish. Anyway, sorry, making people hungry in the chat. I am just a very big food. I'm a foodie to the extent that it's possible for a person to be a foodie without, like, going to fancy restaurants or cooking particularly fancy things. I'm like, I'm really invested in the quality of my food. Anyway, I want your top. It's cute AF. You can't have him. You can't have him. He's my top. I'm a poor foodie, girl. Fucking if that ain't right. Pan con pollo is a Salvadorian dish. French bread rolls called bolillos with chicken, with salsa and veggies. Yummy. Did you cover Jamie Reed before? I can't remember who that is. I'm sure I've heard the name. I'm not making Emily hungry because she just stuffed her face with Mexican food. Nice. So I've got like my two things that I want to talk about today. I haven't been spending that much time on Twitter, and the legislative sessions are on pause right now. So there's not like as much active news at the moment. One of the reasons why I'm considering switching to twice a week instead of 3 times, but I'm not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Oh, the fake whistleblower lady. We have the funny news in the stream title, at least. So, yeah, Republicans monitoring each other's corn watching habits. Sorry, we're using the TikTok language now in order to get away from the censors. So there's that, and then there's a bit about J.K. Rowling and how she has doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on the idea that basically, like, I think she's basically like all trans women are either rapists or potential rapists. Like, I think that's basically her position. So we'll find the receipts. We'll get the receipts and we'll talk about it. But those are basically like the only 2 things that I have on my docket for tonight. Oh my god. And both of those recommendations came from the Discord server. So if you are interested in checking out the Discord server, you can feel free to do that. Also, if you've not hit the like button, consider doing so because that immediately helps the video. I'm so sick of J.K. Rowling. Can we just eject her from society already? I'm wondering if it's the stream title that this one is a little bit weaker tonight. It's like, should I use J.K. Rowling? I finally realized what the Speaker of the House battle reminded me of now that we're 10 days out from a government shutdown. There's an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in the escape room where the guys are spending the entire time deciding a leader and then freak out about the time. Yeah, I think I just watched that episode, the escape room episode. It's really dumb. Yeah. Monitoring each other's corn. You got to make sure that that corn is high quality, okay? You got to make sure that there's no bugs in it. You got to make sure that it's clean. I honestly think that Rowling has gotten on the transphobia wagon with the far right uh, because she's a has-been and is trying to stay relevant with any kind of publicity. She's trying to keep in the public eye in any way she can in order to prevent from being forgotten. I don't know. I kind of think that she genuinely is this deranged. Like, in my humble opinion, she genuinely just is pretty silly. Like, I think that she may genuinely believe the things that she says. One can hope that she's just a grifter, I guess. I mean, I don't know what's worse, if she's truthful or if she's lying. I've been curious, is it's a neopronoun, or has it always been one that people use and I've been under a big rock? It's considered a neopronoun, but I'm sure that, like many things we consider to be neopronouns, it's been in use for longer than we assume. I am not the person to ask about that because I have not researched into it. I bet that Doe has talked about it before I bet that it's talked about it on Twitter, probably, but I don't know. If you want to go trying to search through Doe's academic, like, papers that it writes periodically on Twitter, have fun with that. Yeah, Mama agrees with me that Rowling is a true believer. We've been calling people it in all sorts of contexts for centuries. We call babies it. Right, but, like, that's so. But I think that when people are referencing it, they're meaning, like, do we talk about individual adults this way? And I don't know what the historicity of that is in particular. It's like, sometimes I do sit on my knees and then it makes me a lot taller. So the question is, what do I see what I mean? Like, what do I do as far as normalizing the camera goes? It's like, why? Why? Okay, I'll just be giant when I'm sitting on my legs. Okay? That's what I'll do. And then I will be smaller elsewise. Cool. Okay. Yay. We're figuring things out. We're tweaking things. I mean, isn't it one of those ones that randomly comes up in some historical documents, just people over time deciding to avoid being referred to as an individual at all? I don't have any idea. I've personally not looked into it. Mama, are you just waiting at the plasma place to get started? Why? Are you asking me about Doe? Yeah, I think that we have covered Jamie Reed once in a while, like a little bit over the course of the channel, but I can't remember if we put a segment out on the channel or if we just talked about it during a live stream. They put me in the chair and were supposed to stick me and have just forgotten me. Maybe they thought that someone already stuck you, and so they're just letting you do the plasma thing. But would you have already been done by now? Because you go in there for like an hour. You get to see most of a movie. But not all of a movie. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. So yeah, Discord is where you find the stream recommendations channel, and that is where I got the topics for today's stream. So that's what the plan is. And I suppose we'll get into it momentarily. But yeah. I envy your ability to give blood. Yeah, to be honest, I just don't give blood because I don't like my veins being messed with. And honestly, I wonder if that's part of the reason why I have not bothered with I've been trying to be on T this year and like not being very successful about it because I don't like doing the injections and I don't like having to have my blood taken every couple of months. It really upsets me and I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, I can tolerate it in the moment. I'm like, I have my shit under control, but I'm just so upset by it. Like, no, it's very invasive. I'm like, get out of here. I have not given blood in a while. I should. What's the protocol? If you have a common blood type, you should give because you're a universal donor, right? If you're a less common blood type, is it like not even really recommended that you donate? Because I think mine is a little bit less common. It's plasma I'm giving, not blood. I'm O positive. They always want mine. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway, we don't need to talk about blood and blood donations. It's one of those subjects that like has been depoliticized, I think, somewhat. Cuz haven't the restrictions been lifted on who's allowed to donate blood? Like it used to be a little bit homophobic, let's say. Have they finally lifted those restrictions? Oh my god, my eyeballs. Violet, I don't know the song that you're referencing. What's up, Knox? No, rarer blood types should donate as well. They can't give high volumes of universal to a person, and some people have bad reactions and do need close matches. Are there any blood types in particular that are prone to rejection? They changed it from "Are you gay" to "Are you AMAB who has fucked AMAB?" But isn't that still? Do they discriminate? They're like, you can't donate blood if you're a male who's had sex with male person in like a period of time that's like the last 30 years or something, or longer than that, I suppose. Water, earth, fire, air. I really was just acknowledging that I was drinking water, but then it became a whole thing. Oh god. I just don't know what to do when there's like not a lot of calamitous news out there. I'm like, what is the stream gonna be? You know, I'm gonna have like a Mike Johnson segment and a J.K. Rowling segment, but like, what am I gonna do after that? You cannot take testosterone by pill. No, there's something about it that it doesn't work that way, and I don't know what it is. Doesn't all donated blood get tested anyways? I don't know. My plasma center says 4 months on the male segs. So fucking annoying. That's so stupid. All the blood gets tested anyway. Yeah, okay, thank you, Mersh. Yeah, it's hard on the liver. Taking tea orally. Would you do tea gel? Yeah, it's just that it's more expensive. And I'm going on estrogen right now for birth control purposes anyway, so it's like I don't really know how it would work to mix those two things as far as taking it synthetically. But yeah, so taking testosterone orally will fuck up your liver pretty bad. The gel I've done before, it's doable. It costs like 3 times as much and there's waste involved. Are there patches for testosterone? I don't know. I bet that they would not be cheap. Could keep playing Small Wonders 2 or whatever. Little Nightmares 2? Yeah? Small Wonders 2. Small Wonders. Oh, children are just such small wonders, aren't they? Do you need an estrogen-based birth control? Well, I've been on one that does not have estrogen in it, and I just switched to one that has estrogen in it because I cannot tolerate having periods right now. Cannot. So it's like because, you know, testosterone, like I don't want to be on it basically right now. Yeah. So we're doing estrogen. I voted blue today. Nice. The only stuff that we had I don't think in Kansas we had any like state reps or anything that were up for re-election this year. Patches for testosterone do exist. I know because in the ICU they tried to give me my tea that way. Sadly, medication patches kind of just fall off my skin. I'm currently taking a progesterone-based birth control. Yeah, I was taking the progestin pill, but on account of it being, it's like if you miss a pill, you're at risk for ectopic pregnancy, basically. I wanted to switch to estrogen for that reason as well, because it's supposed to be a little bit more like, oh, you could miss a day. The one that I'm on is a pretty low dose of estrogen, though, so it also says, like, not to do that. Like, not to miss one by more than a couple hours. Mine was a shot. Yeah, we decided against Depo for me for a couple of reasons, and part of it was because it can affect bone density. So, things that you don't necessarily know about forms of birth control is the birth control where they give you a shot every 3 months is like, if you stay on it for longer than 2 years, it can cause serious bone density problems. My state is all mail-in, so I just need to fill out my ballot and put it in my local drop box. And I'm sure that they continue taking votes for a little while. Anyway, oh my gosh. Drink a little bit of water. Enjoy. The cutoff is in 4 hours. Okay. It's like, it has to be postmarked by that time. Nice guitar. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cutie. It has really nice, like, neck art. Do you play it? I do. Not a lot. Not well. I've been more into the piano this year, but I'm basically gonna plan to incorporate, like, practicing musical instruments as, like, a thing that I'm supposed to do throughout the week, and, like, put it on my schedule and try to follow through on that. Play it meow. I don't think that my microphone picks up the guitar sound at all. I don't think that it does. And I don't have the setup ready for it to plug in, although it can plug in. There's a new World of Warcraft patch, but aside from that, we could talk about how 40% of America literally believes the Earth is 7,000 years old, apparently. Yeah, 40% of America believes in literal angels and all kinds of crazy bullshit. Unfortunately, the new birth control is going to be a daily pill. I'm not good at keeping schedules of any kind. So my recommendation, Knox, and here's what I do. I know that most of the time I'm going to be in bed by, like, midnight. Or maybe on a late night, it'll be after midnight, but usually by around midnight. So my alarm, if I'm not supposed to be later than 3 hours taking the pill, if I'm supposed to take it within 3 hours at the same time every day, then what I'm aiming to do is I take it at 9:30. I have an alarm. It goes off at 9:30. That's when I take the pill. But because because my brain is awful and hates me, I also have an alarm at like 10:55, which is closer to my bedtime. That's like, did you take the pill? Because I'm forgetful. So basically, my thinking there is, I'm supposed to take it at 9:30. But I have 3 hours to remember to take it before I go to bed. And then so I have the second alarm there as, like, a backup. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh my god. I'm just... What... Someone who's into astrology, tell me what the planets are doing. Why am I so tired? People still deny evolution in 2023 too. It's a smaller percentage though, I think. When you look at the numbers of people who believe in evolution, a good chunk of people believe that evolution happened, but that God directed the process. And I think that that is actually something that is remarked upon on this page. Or no, maybe it's not this one. But I was looking at it recently, and yeah, it's like, folks do believe that evolution was done by God, but they believe that evolution was a thing that happened, which is like, I guess, a little bit reassuring. Yeah, the one planet that's causing all of our problems is Earth. Let's not blame it on Mercury, okay? Mercury's just hanging out over there, being hot as fuck. What do you think of transmedicalism? The idea that you must desire to be the opposite sex and be binary identified? Well, as a non-binary person, I can't really subscribe to the idea that you must desire to be the opposite sex and be binary identified. I think it's needlessly exclusionary, and that if you view transness more as like we are moving away from our assigned gender toward some kind of joyous target that is a different thing, then like non-binary people and binary trans people are the same in that regard. Mercury and Gatorade again. God damn it, Mercury, get out of Gatorade. By the way, hit the like button. We are enjoying hanging out, and we'll start talking about the news momentarily. But it helps if you hit the like button because, frankly, these are rookie numbers. These are low stream numbers. Apparently, people are not interested in the conversation tonight. I'm watching a collaborative ad between an underwear company and a sparkling water company. I want an underwear company to approach me for real. Well, I think that maybe actually one did once upon a time, and then I did not follow through. But I'm older now, and I'm much in a better position to negotiate. I would love sponsors. My channel is just so tiny that who the fuck would sponsor me? Who should I reach out to? Who should I be like, hey, can you pay me $100 and I'll give you a sponsorship spot? Like, will you pay me $100 and I'll do that? Because listen, if my videos only get like 1,000 views, Raid Shadow Legends, true. I remember back when I was in high school, there were kids who challenged the teacher about evolution, saying things like, how could monkeys turn into people? Which I thought was dumb back then, too. Of course, it is their parents' fault mostly, but geez, kids, like, apply some thought. Critical thinking. It's a skill. It's a skill that you have to develop, and people don't have it. Afford me on the death, okay? F. Why is there F? Why are you F? Ooh, Ursa, good luck at the local trans therapy group tonight. High five. What happened to stream? Stream went away? It's showing me that it's okay. I think the body is absolutely the root of all aspects of our existence, since our brain is the cause of everything. But it is one thing to say that there is a medical, aka material, cause for things, and rather another to say that because of that, all trans people need specific symptoms in order to be valid in their experiences. Yeah, the stream crashed and then it was back 30 seconds later. Okay, well, good to know. As usual. It's like nothing, I'm not really doing anything materially much different than normal. But yeah, for me, I think that it's very easy to draw a distinction between saying, like, I think that your brain is where the transness is. And, like, I also think that I could say you're not able to find what it is in the brain that makes the transness, any more that you could find what it is in the brain that makes you prefer vanilla ice cream over chocolate ice cream, or vice versa. Or whatever about your brain that makes you prefer, like, strawberry ice cream rather than chocolate or vanilla. Yeah, the brain is where everything is. But that's not to say that, you know, you need to have a brain scan or you need to be diagnosed. It's like, I don't think that because it's a thing happening in your brain, that means that you need someone else to tell you that it's really happening in your brain. Like, I think that you can figure that out yourself. I got an ad for mattress store. Oof, stream again. Really? Are we having a rough night tonight?